Hi, my name is Hayden Gardner, and today I will be giving a speech, and the speech is a persuasive speech. The specific purpose of the speech is to get you to create a schedule for healthy eating. So, you can be bedridden if you do not start paying attention to the way you're eating now. So let's talk about what happens when you do not maintain a healthy habit. So you may feel fine in your youth, but as the problems start continuing, the older you get. The one main problem that is linked back to unhealthy eating is osteoporosis. Now there's many other ones like heart disease and stuff like that, but only certain cases can be linked back to unhealthy eating, but osteoporosis is one of the main ones that's linked back. So most of you have probably heard this on TV commercials because it's that common. So over 200 million women worldwide have the disease. That's by Marcus. The disease mostly affects women, but it can also affect men too. So from Ken Boswick, 1 in every 5 men can get the disease too, and they have a chance of getting it. So what is the main reason men and women get this disease? Is simply diet. The lack of calcium in the late teens and early 20s can lead to osteoporosis later in life. So this can lead to, as you can see on the screen, the bone density. So what happens is you fall, you break your bone, you go in, you get a cast or whatever they're going to do to heal you, and then they figure out that your bone density is lacking vastly, and that is because osteoporosis. So it just creates these holes in your bone that weaken your bone, so therefore you're much more prone to fractures and stuff. This can happen in your 20s or in your 30s, 40s, 50s, but more commonly in your 50s. But that really is quite young actually, because that's near the age of retirement. So if you want to do anything after retirement, you might be bedridden because your bones are too fragile to go hiking or do whatever you like for fun. So when you eat healthy, you feel good too. So eating healthy is great for the mind and body. The body gets all the nutrients it needs to go through the day, and it largely affects the brain too. So when you eat different foods, your brain releases dopamine, which is the feel-good drug of your brain, the release that makes you feel happy and good inside. So I'm going to talk a second about sugar. So sugar is prominently an unhealthy food, and everyone's heard of the sugar rush. So what the sugar rush is there's short chains of sugar in the food that you're eating, so they break down really quickly, so they get into the bloodstream really quickly, and then the brain releases a bunch of dopamine, feel-good drugs, because it's all being pushed in at once. So when you're eating natural sugars, it's a long chain, so it breaks down slower. So when it breaks down in pieces at a time instead of all at once. So then you get a constant slow release of dopamine from the brain instead of all at once, because then all at once you get really tired afterwards and you don't really feel like doing anything. And then also when you eat healthy, people feel like they don't need to eat as much. So the way it works is these scientists studied the way individuals eat, and they fed them unhealthy foods and then healthy foods to see what happened to them. And generally when they ate the more healthy foods, they didn't feel the need to consume as much. So therefore it slowed down their eating and the want to eat more food. So eating healthier can help you feel full for longer. And then, so in your hands right now, you have a schedule. And that schedule is a week long. And I'm going to explain to you how to create the schedule so you can look back on that to create a healthy eating habit with the schedule. So this is to get you proactive for your optimal health now and later on in life. So this schedule, like I said, is a week long. And I'm going to explain it with this slide. So I have set up Monday through Sunday, and then I have breakfast, then snack, then lunch, then snack, and then dinner. And the snacks are there to help you get through, so that way you don't feel like super hungry when you get to one of the big eating sessions like lunch or dinner, so that way you don't overgorge yourself on food. So what I did is I went to myplate.com, and then when you get there, you're able to take a test, and that test will show you what food you need to eat, and they will ask you questions like your height, your weight, and your exercise. Now, don't lie about these things, because what they're going to do is they're going to get calories for you to eat for that day to support the things you're doing during that day. So if you're exercising high volumes, you'll need to eat more food, and therefore it will give you a higher calorie count. So on my schedule, I basically put down what I'm going to eat for breakfast, what I have for a snack, and other food. And then the total for the calorie count is 3,000 for me, since I'm exercising almost every day. And then also, since I'm a larger frame, I'm going to burn more of those calories. And I clicked mine to maintain instead of lose weight, so that's what I need to eat each day. Now, for you to figure out your calories, I went to an app called Nourish, and that app right there will help you figure out your calories that you're going to consume. So your lifestyle in the future really depends on how you're going to take care of your body now. If not eating properly, you may develop problems that are superficial to life in general. The best way to take care of your body is to eat healthy now. Creating your schedule will help you know what you're putting into your body and keep you on track. This is all for your optimum health in the future. And I will revisit with each one of you to see how you have planned your week of eating for my CTA. Thank you.